What's good, guys? This is Vahography. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Questions that you should never ask sellers when dealing with them locally, either Craigslist, OfferUp, when buying used camera equipment, Nikon, Sony, Canon, Fuji. Questions that come to mind when I sell gear, and when I get asked some of these questions, it's like a WTF moment, I mean, why are you selling? That's the question that comes to mind. What do you mean, why am I selling? Because I feel like selling. Why am I selling? I mean, that's a question that shouldn't be asked, but I understand why we ask it, but I mean, what do you want the guy to say? I'm moving on to another system. To me, when people ask me that question, I go like, what do you care why I'm selling it? I'm selling a lens. I'm listing it for this price. If you're interested, come get it. The item description is below. No, nothing wrong with the lens. If you like it, if you're interested, come check it out. Why are you selling? Now, I understand we ask this question. We just want to, we want to try to get as much information as possible when buying used gear. We want to, do our homework, do our due diligence. I understand that. But you get answers. I mean, these guys, if you ask that question, you think they're going to tell you the truth? Sometimes they go, oh, you know what? My boss gave it to me. My boss gave me a D6, for example, for my birthday. And I don't need it. I don't use it. Really? Your boss gave you a D6 for your birthday? Who's that? I want to work for that, your boss. What a generous boss. Or I have two of the same items. I don't need one. They might be telling the truth. I think to myself, why lie? Why lie? You think I'm going to switch brands because you tell me you switch to Sony or to Canon? You have a Canon, you're switching to Sony or whatnot? By you telling me a lie, by you telling me that you're switching, I'm going to change my mind and not come buy your lens. It's just psychological at this point. It's better just to, stay free and clear from that question. It's just a kind of a stupid question. Why are you selling? What do you care why I'm selling? Or, have you ever dropped the lens? That's another question. I mean, you really think they're going to come and tell you the truth if they drop the lens? If the lens is working correctly, and obviously you're going to go there and test it, right? Have you dropped the lens? That's another WTF question. No, I did not drop the lens. Would you buy a lens that was dropped, or a camera that you knew that they dropped? Would you buy that camera? You got to be pretty foolish to buy that camera at a good price, So they're not going to tell you the truth. Did you drop the camera? Yeah, I dropped the camera. I just dropped it on concrete. Come on, guys. Don't ask that question. Does it come with the box? Is it brand new in the box? Now, here's another doozy. Is it brand new in the box, sealed? You want brand new in the box? Go drive down to your local camera shop. That lens is brand new in the box. That lens is brand new in the box. Why would I sell a lens used if it's going to be brand new in the box? Does it say that it's brand new in the box? These questions sometimes, like I said, I sell gear sometimes, and these questions are just ridiculous. They don't even read the description. Read the description, guys. When you're buying gear, take time, examine the ad, look at the photos, and examine the ad. Read the description. Don't come on there and waste the seller's time. Don't ask silly questions like that. Is it brand new in the box? Does it come with a box? Now that question is, I somewhat think that's a good question because, in the photography world, for resale value, if you have the box and everything that it comes with, you'll get a higher price when reselling it. One guy, I asked him, hey, does it come with the box and everything? He goes, what are you going to do with the box? Are you going to shoot with the box? He's true. I mean, it's true somewhat, What are you going to do with the box? Are you going to shoot with the box? What do you need a box for, right? For resale value, I understand why you would ask him or her that question. Does it come with the box and papers, lens caps? Look at the pictures. Make sure that it's as described. Okay. Now, any dents, scratches, this, that. Yeah, those are decent questions to ask. However, if the description says mint, it's good. It's good to kind of like confirm the description on the phone or on, via email before you meet up. Looking at pictures and asking the seller questions sometimes is not enough. And here is why. You might get there, right? And you show up, you drive, I don't know where you live. Let's say you live in LA and seller lives in Palm Springs, right? 2-hour drive. It's a little too far to travel for items. But if it's an unbelievable deal, and if you're going to be in the area, why not? But if you have to drive, gas miles, this, that, you show up and the guy brings out the item and it's not as described. And this has happened to me before, okay? On the phone, on the pictures, we confirm that it's like new condition. You show up there and it's like way less than what he's described it as being. Now, I had this experience. I'm telling you, I had this exact experience. Well, you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. You're not obligated. Dude, I just drove freaking 45 minutes, wasted my time, my gas, my miles, and the item is not as what you've described and on your photos. What do you mean you don't have to buy it? Are you going to give me my time back that I wasted with you? Yeah, man. Like, seriously? Seriously? At the same token, when you are selling items, okay, let me tell you a funny story. This story stuck with me. It was really funny. Guy shows up selling, it was an 85 1.4 G lens a few years ago. I sold it and then I rebought it, but it was for sale. Anyway, we sat down. I meet this guy, and he's coming from West Hollywood. So we decide to meet at a Starbucks. We get there, and he on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, sure. It's $1,400. Sure, that's a fair price." So we get there. We agree on the price, and he sees the condition. And by the way, I'm an honest seller. If I do sell, I disclose anything. If there's scratches, look, I don't want any surprises. I want them to know. Full disclosure. Okay, so we get there, he gets there, and this is him. Item is just as described, right? Sits back like this. Puts his hands on his legs like that. Looks at the items. Picks up the lens. Puts it towards the light. He goes, "You see that? My friend." He goes, "You see that, my friend?" Accent. "My friend, you see that?" I go, "I see what?" "Look it." He goes, "Can't do it." I'm thinking to myself, what? What do I see? Look, what are you seeing that I don't see? The lens is in great condition. There's nothing there. He's making up stories at this point. "My friend," he goes, "you don't see that in the lens, my friend?" And by the way, guys, when they start talking about my friend, and when they start using the my friend line, there's a comedy skit on YouTube. Check it out. Maz Jobrani. YouTube Maz Jobrani after this video. Very funny. Anyway, my friend. What, my friend? What's happening? There's a defect in the lens. It's dirty. I have to get this clean. There's nothing there. Okay? He's full of crap at this point. He's making things up. He goes, "Can't do it. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Can't do it at $1,400. Okay, well. So he takes out his envelope. It's a bank envelope, right? One of those Bank of America cash envelopes. Takes out all the cash from the envelope and it's exactly $1,100 in there. $1,100 bills. Puts it on the table. This is how much I can offer you. I'm like, really? And it's funny to me how the envelope had exactly $1,100 in it. And we prior discussed that it should be 14. We agreed on it, this and that. Said, okay, $1,400. Well, you can't do it. So my friend, I look at him, I go, you. He goes, what? I go, you, my friend, you. He goes, what? I go, do you have a few Oscars on your wall? He goes, what do you mean? He goes, what do you mean, my friend? You are in the wrong profession. And by the way, I'm giving you my best Robert De Niro. Analyze that. You, my friend. I go, you are a great actor. I'm like, what are you doing selling cameras and lenses here? Like, honestly, you're a great actor. You're better than De Niro and Nicolas Cage and all of them. You're wasting your time buying lenses. You should be in Hollywood. Actually, you did come from Hollywood, right? West Hollywood? Are you sure you're not an actor? Like that, jokingly. My friend. Stop joking, my friend, So I go, sorry, I can't do it, You're a great actor. There's nothing wrong with the lens. I know lenses. Don't give me this BS story that you see something there. So, I get up. I go, my friend, I'll see you later. And by the way, don't call me again. Don't waste my time, my friend. Right? Yeah, my friend. No, my friend. Please, come back. He's like doing this thing. I mean, look, there's people that want to exploit people's weaknesses. He tried to show the money. Because a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of sellers, they sell equipment because they're in a financial jam. And when they see the cash on the table, they go, damn, I'm broke. And here's the cash. This guy, this slick guy from West Hollywood, my friend guy, older gentleman, business. He clearly on the phone, he said it's for, his library of lenses and he's a photographer. Clearly this my friend character is not a photographer. Clearly this guy seems like a wholesaler. This guy buys and sells, ships it to overseas, whatever. And so I go, yeah, he sits back, he goes, yeah, come on, my friend, don't do this. I drive from Hollywood, please. I go, I don't care where you drove from. I told you $1,400, my friend, and it's $1,400 in a nice way, I can't go lower. The lens is as described, this and that. Now, if the lens had defects and the guy didn't catch on to it, I would say, sure, here's $50 or whatever. But the guy's trying to pull a fast one on me. I go, my friend, the only thing going on here is you trying to con me from $300. That's what's going on here. So I go, sorry, I can't do it. So we leave. I leave and I'm driving back home. And luckily I didn't drive far. It was near a Starbucks. He calls me again. Please, my friend, please. Come on, my friend. Come on. Come back. I drive. I have the money. He's trying to exploit some sellers will fall for this. He's trying to exploit weaknesses, like I said. And watch out for that. There's a lot of guys out there that will exploit every weakness they can to, get a better deal. Lie, whatever. So be careful on that. So I go, dude, sorry, I can't do it. 1,400 is what we discussed. If you have 1,400, I'll come back. If not, don't bother me at this point. He calls me back 5 minutes later. Oh, my friend, okay, come back. I give you $1,200, and that's it. That's it. I'm like, what part of $1,400 didn't you understand here? I go, 1,400 or nothing. Don't call me back. Don't do this. So Yeah, so watch out for that, guys. They're trying to exploit weaknesses, some buyers, and it turns out messed up. I didn't Google his phone number. He does buy and sell lenses, and he's known for that kind of thing. So, it's funny to me that he had 1,100 cash in his envelope. He no matter what, he thought I would fall for it. It's just ridiculous. What an actor, man. Seriously, he's looking at the lens. Look at my friend, this, that. Like, come on, get the hell out of here. What the F moment is that? You know what I mean? And also, watch out for people trying to meet you in dark places at night. They want to come inside the Starbucks, whatnot. They want to give you fake bills. This has happened to me before where, they agree to the price right away. Hey, you want 15? Sure, no problem. When can we meet? When we get there, and I go, dude, sorry, man. I can't meet you outside. Come inside. We sit down, and especially if it's a high ticketed item, you have a lot of cash on you. You never know what's going on. You know what I mean? So you never know what's going to happen. The guy sits down, very nervous. He's very, very, very nervous. And I go, what's going on with this guy? He's sweating. So nervously, he looks at my item, okay? And then nervously, he hands me the bills. And these look like Monopoly money, guys. This was Monopoly money. Seriously, $100 bills. And when you shift the bill, the color changes on the corner of the 100. Well, it didn't do that. It was just bright green. I'm like, dude, get the out of here. Get the out of my face, man. I don't take shit from people like this. They try to con you. They try to give you fake bills. I gave it right back to him. I go, you better get out of my face right now. The guy just took off running. Seriously. Never meet somebody outside and this and that. So, I like to deal with local people. I like to inspect the lenses and check it out, use them, test them out. So if you're selling a lens, right, and the customer, agrees to the price, you meet them at a local place, and he asks you, okay, what if something goes wrong with it? I'm thinking to myself, dude, does it say, is it Best Buy? Do you see a Best Buy logo on my forehead? Do you think I'm a Best Buy where you can just, if something goes wrong, what do you mean if something goes wrong, you can return it? You think I'm a store? Inspect it, check it out. If you like it, give me the money and it's a done deal. And, make sure you want it because this is like final sale. You know what I mean? I'm not a store. I'm a private party seller. I'm selling my item, my personal item. If something goes wrong, who knows? Maybe you drop the lens. Who knows what happens? What do you mean if I could return it? I'm not a camera store here. Sure, you can return it with a 15% restocking fee. Now get the F out of here. There's some characters. Some of them are awesome. And a lot of them are great. I've dealt with a lot of cool people. But sometimes you get that, that person that really wants to pull a fast one on you. And be careful out there, guys. You're dealing with expensive items. You're not dealing with like $20, $30, $40 items. You're dealing with sometimes thousands of dollars of gear. You always want to meet up in a safe and sane location with a lot of people around. And even that, there's some brazen thieves out there. Like I said, I've told this story on one of my other videos. A friend of mine sold his D850 online. The guy's looking at it and he just takes off running. Seriously, just gets up and takes off running. Brazen. And the guy had nothing, he couldn't run after him. So, yeah, guys. Can you return it? My friend. Come on, my friend. Do this, my friend. Come on, my friend. That guy deserves an Academy Award or an Oscar. Seriously, he was a great actor. Great actor. And if you see that they're asking him a bunch of questions and they're kind of uncomfortable with the whole transaction, and it's just natural, they've never bought used before, and maybe shenanigans have been pulled in the past. That's normal. That's to be expected. And if you don't feel comfortable with dealing with people like that, then don't. Sell to a more comfortable buyer, that does it, that's been doing this before. So always be accurate with your ads if you're selling something. And if you're a buyer, read the ads. Read it. Look at the pictures. See if they can send you a picture with the serial number on with the picture so you can match it up. Oh yeah, and the receipt question. Oh, do you have a receipt? Good question. You might want a receipt. If the seller says, "Oh yeah, I have a receipt," no problem. I'll bring it with me. Well, can I have the receipt for warranty purposes or proof of purchase? Sometimes they're hesitant to give you the receipt for some odd reason. Their credit card, even the credit card information is blocked out, but their name and address is on the receipt. I understand that. I go, well, you know what? Why don't you just block out your name and address and just give me the original proof of purchase? So if they come out and, sometimes they'll come out, the item is perfect, you love the item, and then the issue of, hey, well, you're looking at the box, the books, hey, where's the receipt? Where's the receipt, bro? Oh, you know what? He's looking at the box. He's looking around. Oh, you know what? I forgot my receipt. Is it cool if I email it to you? And you never heard, There's been times where I said, sure, you know what I mean. The item looks great. Item looks as described. And, I'm taking a chance of buying used, fine. But, sometimes I let that slide. But if it's a high-ticketed item and it's a brand-new item, for example, if like the Z9 comes out, right? Somebody orders 2 and wants to sell 1 for like $1,000 over sticker, which is going to happen. I guarantee you guys, when the Z9, there's some guys that are going to get their hands on a couple because they're, they want to make some money on the deal, right? The camera is very sought after when it comes out. Always get that receipt on a brand new item that has full warranty for a year. Get that receipt. Don't do it without the receipt, no matter what. That's like a $6,000 purchase. That you need the receipt. Plus, it's brand new item. You have that warranty, and I'm not too sure. Do you guys know the answer to this? Does Nikon service a camera that's sold originally to someone else? And you sell it to a third, you sell it to somebody and it has the original seller's name on it. Will they still service it? Let me know in the comments below if that's the case, or if not, let me know if a Nikon or Canon or whatnot, if they would service that kind of product. I'd like to know. All right, everyone. Those are just a few questions, ideas when you're buying, used items, Craigslist, offer up, this and that. One last thing. Don't lowball people. Don't do that. It's just, it's a waste of time. You get that on offer up all the time. You list something for $1,000, you get somebody $500. Like, come on, really, dude? $500, my friend. What $500, man? Come on, don't lowball people. If you want to negotiate, do it in a reasonable way. Look at eBay sold listings and see if you can, get a better deal. But don't come out with these ridiculous offers. There's people out there that just shoot numbers and, hey, by the way, they say, hey, by the way, it's a cash deal. It's a cash. What do you think? I'm a store? I don't take credit card and check anyway, buddy. Of course it's a cash deal. Like it's an incentive that they're going to give you cash. I'm giving you cash here. What do you think you're going to give me? M&Ms? What are you going to give me? Monopoly money? Of course cash. That's a ridiculous question to ask a seller. Seriously. You're a buyer. You're a buyer. Don't ask. Don't tell them it's cash. Please. Cash. Yeah, guys. So don't lowball. Don't say 1,500 whatever cash. Don't do that. Okay? It's cash no matter what. And make sure they give you real bills. Make sure they give you real bills. Go with a friend. Don't go alone, guys. There's these times we're living in right now. Don't go alone. It's an incentive. Oh, yeah, he's giving me cash. Oh, let's go for it. Yeah, you're giving me cash. They'll pull all the stops to con you. They'll pull all the stops to exploit your weaknesses as a seller sometimes. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. And as a buyer, be respectful. Use some common sense out there. Don't ask stupid, silly questions. And just a simple question is enough. Hey, is the item as it's described? That's it. Just go over the description and ask them, are the pictures accurate? Or did you get this from another website? Because I'm going to check the serial. Don't waste my time. I'm going to get there and you're going to pull this kind of shenanigans on me. I've had people that pull this kind of stuff. And of course, I wasn't born yesterday, guys. Of course, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to laugh it off, but they're wasting your time. You know, you describe the item as this. I show up, drive an hour out of my way. Oh, you don't have to buy it. What the hell is that? What is that? Be more responsible. Don't lie to the buyers. Be honest. No matter how desperate you are of selling this item, don't hide the defects. Full disclosure, guys. Full disclosure. Because karma, let me tell you, karma comes around. What comes around goes around. What comes around goes around, guys. Hey. All right, guys. Well, that's my video for today. Hopefully you got a thing or two from this. My friend, come on, please, my friend. What are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? I give you 1,200 cash. Where do you have that? Where do you have that extra 100? I wonder. Is it in his sock? What a sneaky character, seriously. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. You'll be notified when I upload new content. Thank you for watching. This is Vahography. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer, and we will see you on the next video. Rock and roll. Oh.